Hey, good morning, everyone. It is Tammy, one of the Artsy coaches, and I have a treat for you. If you read the tagline, you kind of already know what I'm going to be talking about. So I'm going to introduce you to one of our guides, and I'm legit probably 45 minutes from her. And oh my gosh, we've been nonstop talking and super excited about the fact that we're so like-minded. We actually know people. Her husband knows people from the hometown that I'm from. She even owned a lake cabin where I own now. And so I'm going to turn it around and I'm going to ask her a few questions. And if you ever have any questions about studio kinds of stuff, reach out to Shellee. I'm sure she'd be glad to help you out. So here we go. So this is Shellee Sauer.
Hi.
Some of you know her, and some of you are going to know even more about her and who else might be in the artsy world. So she has an in-home studio. I'm going to let her tell you all about it, but I'm going to show you what I'm doing today. So these vintage Christmas trees, and then there's a little camper, and you'll see a little bit about this. That's what I'm doing today. I'm needing time just to take for me and be inspired. And oh my gosh, I love the studio. I want to run away from here right now and go home and make my basement into even more of a studio than it is right now. So here we go. So Shellee, tell me a little bit about who you are, who lives here with you, and what this basement space is all about. How did it come about?
Well, I'm an art teacher. I'm a licensed art teacher in the state of North Dakota. My husband and I live here. It's a lot more house than we need, obviously, because we've turned pretty much the whole lower level into ArtNFusion. This isn't the first house that we've done this to. We moved in here 4 years ago, but prior to this, in Lisbon, I had this whole thing. ArtNFusion started with a studio on Main Street in Lisbon.
Okay.
And I had that Main Street business for 2 years. And I was pretty much open 6 days a week, 10 to 10 o'clock at night. I lived there. And
because when you pay rent at a studio, sometimes you really need to use that space.
yes,
And you're excited about a new space.
yes, and you have set hours, and there was nobody to replace me, or who could do what I did.
Because you're the business person, you're the
Yes.
supply orderer, you are the prototyper, you are all of those things. You wear many hats, correct?
The teacher,
Right.
all of it. Yeah.
Okay.
So, then I hurt myself. I tore my rotator cuff, and the doctor told me that I wasn't going to be able to do much of anything, no lifting, absolutely no clay, for at least 6 months.
Okay.
'Cause I tore it really bad. And so I knew I wasn't going to be able to pay the rent, and I couldn't hire anybody. So we moved at home.
Yep.
And fortunately, the kids were out, and the whole lower level, we lived in a split level, and so we have windows that are kind of halfway, not like being in a basement. And we just tore out all the carpeting and replaced all the flooring with commercial flooring and turned it into the studio. I had a clay room, and well, actually, the kiln was actually out in the garage in
Okay.
the other place, but we placed it in the back bedroom here.
Okay.
I call it the clay room, not bedroom.
The clay room. So all of her rooms must have names now. And honestly, artists know this. Art teachers and art people that work solely with art, like Shellee was saying, she hurt her shoulder. It's exhausting sometimes. It's a lot of wear and tear on artists' bodies. They're in about 5 years, I'm going to need a knee replacement, I swear, because I'm always on my hands and knees down, picking up or creating kind of a thing. So tell me a little bit about this space here. So not having 24/7 hours anymore, you moved here and you're still teaching classes like the one I'm taking today.
Right.
Okay.
I don't do in studio very often, but as you can see, I can accommodate about 17, 18
Yep,
in here.
so she has little
12 comfortably, I say.
spaces. It's actually her basement like she talked about before. Okay, make you dizzy going there, okay?
Trying to be organized.
And this is my favorite part. I don't know, it's so silly, but it's so cool. It's a closet, you guys. And she turned it into shelving, and then she has her makeshift desk. And this is the project we're doing today, project number 1, and I paid for 2 today. So I'm not only learning, but we're gonna do little vintage campers as well. But you can see, like, this girl's artist. She's got mosaic things, she's got hidden gems in
glass fusing over there.
glass fusing, and we'll get to see that in a minute. This tool chest over here, which I think is genius, that's all of her dry pastels, because she's also a pastel artist. What we're working with today is the glazes, and so this is her glaze station. And is she teacher or what? These are the colors of the X's that we have today, and everything's laid out. You may have seen, if you follow, and if you don't, follow ArtNFusion on Facebook. This is her Elfie tree, which is one of our Gallery on the Go paintings, and then she put the lights in on the back side, so it's a wrapped canvas. And then we're going to talk about a little bit about this real quick. We've got a little bit of social art working, a little bit of Gallery on the Go, and I'm going to walk around here and show you that there's this little vintage truck. Does anybody remember seeing that recently? Tell me a little bit about that, Shellee.
Well, that I actually painted this summer while I was out visiting my family out there, and that was my half-sister's original that she did. This was like the first or second party she ever did.
Oh, okay.
Her and my other sister, they do this together. They signed up with Gallery on the Go.
And their names are, again, remind us.
Tasha and Shamar.
Okay, so Tasha and Shamar,
Yeah.
this is the gal who got them started in it. So isn't that cool?
Yeah. They're both artists, and they needed other sources of income, and I've been trying to get them to invest and to do these art events, because I felt like they're both so talented that they could easily do this. And I signed up first with Gallery on the Go just to check it out, and then I told them, I said, yep, this is the route you need to take, because it has all the training and you're going to learn things the right way. I said, there's even a few things that I learned that I wasn't doing that I feel will help me.
So it's beneficial for the business kind of mentoring part of it. And why do you stay with Artsy? Like, you've got it all together. What makes you stay?
Just probably the collaboration. I like to see what other people are doing. I feel like I'm connected that way. Otherwise, I feel like I'm so alone most of the time.
And artists do. For those of you that aren't art teachers or haven't had that, everybody kind of has a group. Everybody has a team when you're a teacher. Artists are kind of out on their own. So I'm going to ask Shellee to walk down the hall and show us what she has down there. So her whole entire basement, the flooring is amazing because you can drip and do whatever. And she has another little space back here, which I am dying. I want. So she's been doing these classes, and so these ones are already glazed, and they're going to be going into the kiln. She's going to be firing them. Look at her kiln. So she has her kiln in her basement. She has supplies, and then her clay and different things are back there. You've been doing ornaments with whom?
These were done with nursing home residents and fourth graders. They get together once a month. We have a topic. This time they talked about and shared about holiday traditions and most memorable Christmas. And then these were done, these aren't fired yet, these were done yesterday by veterans from the North Dakota Veterans Home. I go in there twice a month.
So much fun. So you can see the color difference is this. This is glazed but not yet fired, so that it goes from a pastel to a very shiny finished surface. And I tell you what, so much fun. So as I get off this video and go back to work, she's going to be doing something with these. And this is what?
That's glass fusing. And these were done by North Dakota veterans also, but then this was done by, there's a ton there. That was done by a class that I did here at the library.
They are so fun. And so these are temporarily glued down, and you said you took pictures of them because you need to put them in the kiln. If they move, you want them to be exactly where they were. In fact, I almost have anxiety holding my phone over the plate, because what if I drop my phone? So I'm going to move right on back. But
and
is this
one
amazing?
Of my favorites over here.
Oh, yeah,
I don't know if
yeah.
You can see the wheels because I have too much stuff in here, but I'm also a potter.
So
that's kind of
she
her favorite.
throws, that's a term for ceramics, throws her own pottery. So she may have even made these pieces right here.
Oh, yeah.
Cups and bowls and things. So the surfaces that these items are in, she does that as well. And really interesting story. She has had some of her art pieces, her fused pieces and her ceramic pieces in the Red Door Art Gallery, which is where I am from. And it's in Wapaton, North Dakota. It's just down from my studio. And what are the odds? She even knows one of the teachers that I taught with is a good friend of hers and taught her as well at some point. So it's just crazy, and it was meant to be today. So I just want to thank you for, Shellee, opening up your house and your studio to me today. I'm totally inspired. And, if there's anybody that wants to reach out to you with any studio-like questions, I'm sure you'd be willing to help them out. Yeah, so thanks. I'm going to get back to work. Everybody have a great day.